What's up guys, and welcome to an EVE Online video. Today marks the start of the event of the Interstellar Convergence, which is the Doctor Who EVE Online crossover event, which has been some excitement around because Doctor Who's a pretty big franchise in the UK and it's known all over the world, so for CCP and EVE Online to be doing a crossover with them is a pretty big deal. So if you're new to EVE Online and have found the game because you're a Doctor Who fan, or have just seen the news about it and have joined before this event, if you're brand new, I would recommend checking out another YouTube channel called Erstschlag. He's got a difficult name to pronounce, but I'll put a link to it in the description to his channel. He's done a new player guide specifically for this event, to get you set up and tailored for ready to go basically straight away. I also will mention through the course of this video, I'll mention a couple of other videos which I'll probably pop up in the top right with links to, just basically to talk about things that we go into more detail about stuff we come across as we go through this exploration. So I haven't started the event yet. As I say, I only started today. I've been at work and stuff, so I'm back tonight. And basically thought we could just explore it together. So if you want to go out and explore it by yourself and everything, probably don't go much further in the video. There may or may not be spoilers depending on what the event consists of. So just a word of caution moving forward from here. But basically, what we're going to do to start is I'm just in my exploration ship. I live, again, if you're new to the game and stuff, some of this might not make sense, but I live in wormholes. But so for this event, I've jumped out, and I'm in Highsec now. Let's have a look. I'm in Chibi. But I'm in my Buzzard, which is a Tech 2 covert operations, CovOps scanning ship, specifically designed for exploration. You can get Tech 1 versions that are instantly accessible. They're really accessible, and it's really accessible content for brand new players. But so to get started with this event, we know from the EVE Online news page that we are going to need to start scanning. It mentions that we need to probe scan for event sites across the whole of New Eden cluster. Now, I actually don't know if New Eden cluster includes wormhole space, so which is why I jumped out and didn't want to waste time looking around only to find that there wasn't. So we know we need to probe scan, which is why I'm in my my exploration vessel, and then we can also then get started. For more information, we can open the agency window, which is this symbol up here on your your taskbar, basically your quick menu, or you can access the nearcom menu, go into activities, and you've got the agency at the top. And then within the agency, if it opens on the home page, you can then just go straight into Interstellar Convergence here, which is the limited time event, where you go encounters Interstellar Convergence, and it will take you through to this page, which contains more of the information you need. So you'll see here that I have actually made a very quick start because I just wanted to make sure I understood basically how to start before I recorded, but all I've done is scan down one site and that's it. So now we're going to go through the rest together. So as I said, the news article says we need to scan, but it doesn't say what we need to scan, doesn't give us any other information. So the information we need is in here. You have these challenges that come up, so these are missions that you need to do to earn points, which are these flags, and these points get you these rewards up here, basically on a set number of points. You can see I've not done it yet. So we can read the video information here, which just talks about needing a Relic Analyzer module. So we know we need to fit a Relic Analyzer to our exploration vessels, which again, I'm not going to do too much tutorial stuff because there are other videos for this, but this is a Relic Analyzer. I've got a Tech 2 version, but you can just fit a Tech 1 version to your Tech 1 ship. And so if we need a relic analyzer, it's likely we'll need to scan down a relic site. And then we can read the challenges. This one, while exploring the space, accessed by a precarious warp matrix filament, destroy a hostile combat unit. So we know we need to find, or buy, I guess, or build a precarious warp matrix filament. I don't have one of those, so next. Reporting unusual natural phenomena all over New Eden. Equip your ship with core scanner probes, so that's how you probe scan, and a relic analyzer module, and scan down one of the warp matrix convergence signatures. So this mission suggests to us we are looking for a relic site with our probe scanner. And then once we're in the relic site, use a relic analyzer on the debris fragments found within the site to basically find, there we go, to have a chance to contain materials and blueprint data that will allow for the manufacturing of jump filaments, which are probably precarious warp matrix filaments to then do this. So that's the order we're going to have to do things in. Find the site, hack the site, build stuff, and then hopefully go and do some combat. So let's get started. I'm going to undock and we're going to scan. As I say, we're exploring this together, so it's possible that none of these sites will be in here, because people might have cleared them or they might just not be here. So I'm going to scan quickly so as not to waste too much of your guys' time if you're watching me, but I'll put in the top right here a guide on the basics of probe scanning, which I did for primarily for people that are looking for wormholes, but exactly the same stuff applies here. So just click the link in the top right and you'll find what you need. Not interested in either of those because they're both combat sites and we are looking for relic sites. So let's go. The other thing with these missions, by the way, is you definitely want to claim them when you've done them because they might reset and then you farm, you get more points. So I'm going to claim this before we find a new one. Okay, so that's just basically a repeat of the bottom one, but that's fine. A new cosmic signature is just spawned as well, which is probably a pretty good sign that it's the one we're going to want. But I'm going to keep looking at this one for a second. The one is over here. And hopefully we find one nice and quickly so that you're not just watching me scan for ages. Combat site, not interested. I've got high hopes for this one because it's just spawned. And event sites tend to spawn faster than everything else because obviously people farm them during the events, people get there nice and quickly, and so they need to respawn to keep people engaged. But if we exhaust this system, if this isn't one, we'll jump into the next one and keep trying. So I don't have high hopes for this one now. It's more difficult to scan down, although maybe that's a good thing. This should do it though. Nope. So this is a relic site. This is the symbol you're looking for. But this is a normal relic site. It's a Blood Raider as a pirate faction, and we're looking for whatever the name was in the agency, Warp Matrix Convergence signature. So we're going to go into the next system, into Hymer, and scan down that system. If you see me flick into the chat every now and again, I'm actually not reading it, but it's to turn off the blink. I know I could just turn off the blink properly, but then I forget to turn it back on, and I need it for normal game. But the blinker bothers me if it's flashing away. Alright, launch the probes again and start scanning. Let's try and do this nice and fast. Here we go, relic sites. So I am interested, guys, by the way, if you're watching this, if you are brand new to EVE Online and you've come to the game because of this event and because of the link to Doctor Who, and you found my YouTube channel and stuff as a result, please let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious with these things as to how big an impact, that's not what we want, how big an impact events like this have on player growth and things for the community. So yeah, please let me know. Drop a comment below if you're new to EVE because of the link to Doctor Who. Still no. Okay. Don't have to go back out. Just gonna get rid of those so that I don't scan them again in future. Combat, not interested. Okay. This isn't going to be one again, I think, either. Too difficult to scan down. Because they're trying to make the event new player friendly, the sites aren't going to be that difficult to scan down. At least that's my my feeling about it. Yeah, that's not what we want. So last one in this system, and then we go to the next system. Obviously, if this goes on much longer, I will skip through to when I find a system, because there's obviously only so much of this you guys want to watch. But it's also quite good to understand how long things like this can take. Like, this is relatively quick. We're only 12 minutes into the recording, so we've been doing this scanning now for less than 10 minutes. So that's not a long time in EVE terms. Stuff in this game, people are really committed. Things can take a long time, but you get to listen to the nice music. You get some really nice visuals if I kill the map. You can press, if I do Control F9, we just have a ship. Should be uncloaking. There we go. Everything looking nice. It's quite a nice shot of space with my ship. But anyway, let's get Control F9 back on, and not that one either. So bring the probes back in, and I'm going to go to Bazadod because it's a dead-end system. So hopefully no one's really been in there looking for sites. But let's keep going. Let's see what we can find. What my plan is, well, at least what my plan was, assuming we manage to find something and all goes well, is that we, explore these things for like an hour together. So we'll hack a site, we'll hopefully find a site, hack it, and then depending on what drops, hopefully get a filament, and then see about maybe dropping into the combat site, but we might need to fit up a ship for that. So that might have to wait for another video, but we'll see how we go. Obviously, if we find a site now, fingers crossed, then that's great news. If you're wondering why I'm descanning in Highsec, by the way, it's just pure habit. Living in wormholes, you just press descan as often as you can. That was a combat site, not interested. I know what that site is, so I'm also not interested in that. Okay. This isn't one. We'll have to go further afield. Well, not further afield, but start heading back into the population. Nope, wormhole, not interested. So we're going back into the population. We need to go... Let's go to this system via Heimer. So the next system we oh damn it! Quickly analyze, please, because then you can bring it back in, and then I hit that. So I hit a key. Which launched my probes again, and then because your probes are too close, you then have to do a scan, so they run away, and then you can pull them back in, and then I can go and jump through the gate. So let's do that, jump through here, and we're going to skip this system because we've just scanned it all down. Go to Avada, and we'll scan Avada down instead, and then do the little triangle of systems in yeah, so this green triangle will go Avada, Bahina, and then Mishi. I'm on a small Highsec island, so I'm surprised that I've not come across any, because traffic on a Highsec, excuse me, traffic on a Highsec island is not very high, but I guess the people that live here have decided to farm them. Let's go. No. Do this one first. So yeah, as I say, what we might do here is I've told you what my plan is with the little loop we're going to do. I'll probably skip forward in the video until I find a site, and then you'll rejoin me before we warp in. It's in a sec. Okay, we found one. Excellent. So I'm going to pull my probes in, close this. As I say, this is what you're looking for, a relic site called Warp Matrix Convergence site, and you just click Warp to in this window. And let's go check it out. See what we can see. Also, you can see I'm alone in this system. Obviously, it's pretty rare in Highsec, but if you can find a system that's empty, you're more likely to find a site. So this looks fantastic. What have we here? So a few things. Okay, so we've got some cans, got some relic sites to hack, which are spread around this site. These look like special wormholes, which fits in with the lore that there's another universe colliding with this one. So that's awesome, but they appear not to be activatable at all. Whereas these things do. Convergent accelerate. What's that? Convergent accelerant nexus. Tightly bound. A spaceship would qualify. If such a massive object gets too close, the spaceship will qualify in instantaneously unraveling the space-time of this configuration. Ooh. So maybe we want to avoid them. That's a blue one. Does the decelerant say the same? likely to have a strong effect on the temporal aspects of ship systems. I mean, I kind of want to test that out, but this ship isn't that cheap, so for now, I guess we'll just try and avoid them, and let's go hacking. So again, if you want to learn how to hack, this isn't the video to do it. There are plenty of tutorials out there, so just have a look on YouTube for hacking things. I'm going to try and go through it fast because don't want to waste everyone's time. There we go. And then we can loop that can. And we've got peculiar data collection, which doesn't appear to do anything. Paradoxical. Maybe they can be traded in. There's often things in the event sites are able to be traded in. The other two items in that can were standard items. So let's just keep trying, and we're going to go around and hack all of them. This looks fantastic, by the way. Look how cool. I didn't lock it up. Oh, also, this is where the things come up down here, so you want to claim that reward so that the mission resets and fills with something else. There we go. Continue analyzing additional to discover what novel data and material they contain. So scan another 5, basically. Hack another 5. So let's keep going. There we go. What's in this one? A time crystal. Time crystal oscillator. And this is industry. Okay, so we need these things to build the filaments. And we need the blueprints. And we need a lot of these things. So we need 60 time crystal oscillators for the precarious. What about the curious? 30. What do we need? Dangerous, going to be more. What, enigmatic? 60 again. Hazardous, 90. So it's 30 the least. 90. 60 and perilous. 150. Ooh. Okay, so we need a lot. We're gonna have to hack. Probably gonna have to hack quite a lot of these things because how many? Oh, how many did we just get? 3, and a bunch more peculiar data. So, I mean, yeah. Hopefully, the peculiar data things can be handed in for a bit of cash. But we'll work that out later, and I'll let you guys know. That'll probably be part of a second video. But let's see how we get on with hacking these things. And hack. If you're using a T1 hacker and vessel, you'll need to be more careful than I am when hacking. Okay, so this is only available for 3 of them. How many of these do we need for these 3? This is X37, so just 5, okay. I mean, you need a lot of stuff to build these things. So I think we're going to be doing a fair bit of hacking over the next few weeks. The event lasts until the 1st of February, I believe. So I'll finish hacking this site and see what we end up with from one block of loot. And then we'll recap at the end. These are all normal things. It's these things that are of interest. X31. You probably noticed I'm not paying a huge amount of attention to where I'm flying. Either I'm not coming close to those weird things, or it doesn't matter. If you've been paying closer attention than I have, then let me know if I did fly through any of them and whether we saw any effects. or alternatively, if you've flown into one yourself, let me know what happened. Okay, last two. This is a large one, so they've got different sizes. This is a large one, so will be more difficult to hack, but hopefully we'll have some better loot inside. Well, not better, but maybe more. So you can see there's more nodes to go through, and the stuff inside here has got more health. And does different things, like that one that just spawned gives more health to the others. A skin. Nice. So I'm a big fan of skins. And 12, so that's good. So let's just have a quick look at, let's loot it first so I don't forget. Let's have a quick look at the skin. Omen Navy issue Warp Convergence skin, so this is a special skin just for this event. That's pretty colourful. Nice. Not too bad. So if you don't know, the skins, this is specifically for that ship type. Right now it has 0 value, but as people start buying and selling them on the market, it'll have a value estimated, and it can be a huge range. Depends on sort of how limited edition these things are. So I'm just going to claim these 2 rewards, which also will take me over this threshold. Okay, so they want us to put stuff on the market and buy stuff from the market. So it's introducing, that's quite nice to see. So what this event looks like it might do is be another sort of new player introduction to the game. So there's already the starter missions and things and tutorials, but this also appears to be directing players through the different steps of the game. So start with some exploration, then go to the market, buy and sell, then we're going to have to manufacture, and then we're going to go do some combat. So that appears to be the route, and that's a good thing, I reckon. If you want to claim these rewards, by the way, you just click that arrow, and then it goes into your redeem thing, and then you need to dock up, and you can just click that and hit redeem to current station. Anyway, let's hack the last one. That's the last one, and there we have it. So I'm going to just move over here, hit Control F9 so that we can see some nice space, and probably try and take a little screenshot of it. There we go. I think that was a good screenshot, because that's going to be the thumbnail image. But like, I mean, I like what they've done here. This looks nice. Yeah, if you fly around wormholes and stuff, this is what it looks like. Basically these replace the jump gates in wormhole space, but the rest of it is pretty awesome. And basically this just is making me really excited for the new area of space that these filaments are going to unlock. So we're going to have to keep going and see if we can build a filament. But I'm not going to bore you too much with the rest of that. We've seen this step. I think it's just going to be a lot more of this step until you find blueprints and all the materials you need. These are the important items from those sites. As you can see at the moment, none of them have any value on the regional market as an estimated price. So you'd have to fly to a market hub and have a look to find out how much you think these are worth, how much they're worth for selling. Um, these probably are going to an NPC station. Makes it valuable for researchers and scientists across New Eden, so they can probably be turned in at a station. So if we just check a few market details, there you go. These are NPC buyers because of the volumes. These are NPC buyers, and it's 10,000 a pop. So 51 times 10,000 is 510,000. So that's 500,000 there. And then these things, obviously, we don't know. It just depends on the market prices. All right. Well, I'm glad to have been able to explore that with you guys. As I say, not going to do a second one on camera because we need a lot more stuff to get started with the manufacturing, but I'm going to keep exploring. Going to try and tick these things off, so I'll go and sell stuff on the market at some stage, because I want to get these. I like to collect skins, so I want these event skins that we can get from the points. And yeah, if you're new to the game, welcome. We're delighted to have you. Hope you enjoy it, and everyone else, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. I do just want to add that I did just test flying through one of these red things, and it collapsed, and these effects have happened. So this is slowing me down a lot. Okay, so negative ship velocity, ship inertia increase, so it takes longer to get going, and basically everything else slowed down. Modules, cycle time, shield capacitor, recharge rate, but it only lasts 1 minute, so not a bother in Highsec. But if these things exist in the new space, then and you've got to go do combat, you're going to want to avoid them. But let's now just quickly test the blue one. Now that I know the red one didn't destroy my ship, let's test the blue one out, and you guys can see what happened. So let's fly into it. Slow down so that we can see it all. You'll see a trail start to follow me as I go in, and then it should collapse, I think. There, collapsed. And what do we got? Acceleration. So blue good, red bad, basically. But now we're a lot faster. So if I want to go down here, ship velocity, suddenly if I turn this on, maximum velocity 7,000 meters per second. So I'm going to overshoot this probably. Big time. But that's good to know. So I would imagine if they exist here, they're almost definitely going to exist in the other space. But anyway, as I said, I just wanted to point that out because I tested it, and but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.